Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and Spider-Man issue number 240, and I'm going to try to not break down in this video, right? This was a beautiful story. What a great way to wrap everything up, and it really drove home the idea that there's going to be a new beginning here. We got to see that there's something on the future. What do you call it? Miles wants to find out what's coming up. Somebody wants to talk to him. Somebody who's in charge of all the super. I'm thinking, like, could it be Nick Fury? No, he's the Unseen right now. Maybe it's actually, Captain America they're talking about. I don't know, because he was brought up several times in here, especially about the bathroom on the Quinjet situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you got to read the comic. But man, like, the big deal here is, and we don't know if his Uncle Aaron actually did come back or not, because it looks like he had one of those innocuous deaths in this, Either way, whether he did come back or was just imagined, that was awesome. But they are saying that there is somebody who is kind of not responsible, but wants to talk about the future of the free world. That really sounds like it's the end credit scene, the after credit scene of the original Iron Man movie. What was that, back in 2008? So I'm digging it, but it ended on an even better note. Yet it still ended with the idea that maybe Bendis is going to continue the story. Now, obviously, he's not. He's done. We're done at issue number 240, and I'm so sad because I feel like he deserves to have gone to at least 250. I mean, like, really? I'm sure that DC would have said, oh, no, it's cool, man. You do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like it's dirty that... Like, this is from the Ultimate Spider-Man days, man. Like, this book, to me, honestly, I swear when I say this, this book is kind of sacred to me. You know what I'm saying? This title. I've been on it for so long, I feel as though, it's just like, man. Anyway, regardless, first off, the grade, and then my final thoughts on the book. The grade, I'm giving this an A+. I can't give this anything but an A+. And the reason why is because even if this issue that I got in my hand was lined with horse maneuver, I'd still have to give it in the A's. Like, I might give it just a regular A if I had to go and wash horse manure off of my fingers, because, ew. Anyway, this is his final story here. This is the one I was really looking for the most. I know that he's doing the Iron Man thing, and I wasn't particularly happy with the Iron Man thing, but he did Defenders, and that was great. But this is the main thing that I loved by Bendis, was the Spider-Man story, the Ultimate Spider-Man story. So, whatever, man. But this story, this is actually Bendis' story. No, I don't mean that in general. This whole story was Miles Morales in the hospital dealing with some kind of a strange infection that kind of baffled doctors, and everybody was afraid that he was going to probably wind up dying, including Miles himself. And this is Brian Michael Bendis' story when he got hit with the MRSA. I mean, I don't bother him. I don't sit here and look to try and get some kind of a, retweet or a like from something I say from Bendis or anything. So I read his stuff and I shut my mouth. And I just, I pretty much pray for him, that he's going to be okay. And he was, and that's awesome. But, like, push comes to shove. This is his story. Everything that he said about this. And he does have a good conversation at the very end of the book. Like the very final page on here. You know what I'm saying? Next to the Geico commercial. Like, all that in white is him. The editor does this last part. It's actually a message more to Bendis than it is to us. But all this white is actually Bendis saying, farewell, thank you. No, thank you, dude. So this was his story, and he gave us his story, like, illustrated and everything. And that is awesome. That is amazing. And he's a truly amazing human being to be able to share that with us. I don't even know if I could do that. And I tell you guys everything. So this was beautiful. Freaking awesome. Gonna miss you at Marvel, Bendis. All right. Class dismissed.